Astrid is here again. The symbol of love. Astrid is not so subtly indicating her desire for you to approach. Hello there, friend. Can you feel that? Love is in the air and just waiting to be snatched up by questing hands. That means... But... How is that pronounced? Been playing this game for years and I still don't know how that's pronounced. Probably because I've never needed to say it out loud. 1 second. I'm not gonna let this go.
Valentione.
Valentione. Okay, we're going with that. That means Valentione Day is upon us once more, and I, Astrid Day Valentio, and my fellow emissaries are here to support all that would avail themselves of this bounty. Oh, but I know you, Kari. Forgive me, I do get caught up in my introductions. It's an absolute pleasure to see you again. Come to think of it, an tempted adventurer like you might be just what I require. I need to stop reading in these lines. May I ask a favor of you? A fellow emissary by the name of Emile departed earlier to prepare a little surprise for our festivals, you see, but she's been gone for quite some time. I would like you to make sure she hasn't gotten herself into trouble. I would go myself or ask one of my associates to check on her, but all are busy guiding our love-starved revelers. Will you do me this favor? I am in your debt. Before she left, Emile said she'd be practicing under the trees near Fenflel's fineries. No doubt you'll find her there. I never know. Sometimes these Elzen names are always like French names or something. They're always pronounced weirdly. Man, if Fierce could hear me trying to pronounce some of these names, you'd probably have an aneurysm. Okay. If I ship the angle just a teensy bit, I bet I can triple the cuteness factor. No, quadruple it. Emily, is it? Whoa. Oh, it's you. What brings you here, Kari? This and this, that and that. You know I'm going to check this other name, too, because I'm tired of making these same mistakes over and over again.
Astrid.
Astrid. Alright, so I did get it right before. Ah, so Astrid asked you to check on me. I appreciate you coming on her behalf. Suppose you're wondering what I've been practicing here so far away from prying eyes. Patience, my friend, patience. If you wish to see what I've been cooking up, pray come to the Mikato Amphitheater. She seems awfully excited about something. I knew you wouldn't be able to resist. You brought her back as promised. Thank you, Kari. She intends to demonstrate her, what did she call it right, love heart on stage in just a moment. You can be part of her very first audience. That was, yes, cute. So this is what you've been working on. The Redanians are reserved people who have long been reluctant to openly express their feelings to one another. Yet I believe it's utmost important that we open our hearts to those we hold dear in the season of love most of all. Now it is time for everyone to shed their fears and wear their affections on their sleeves. That's what inspired me to come up with the love heart. I can only hope the simple expression is enough to motivate people to act. Well, it certainly appears to make an impression. Navigating matters of the love is often a nerve-wracking task for even the boldest of us. Yet with this gesture, I feel you've been given the townsfolk a perfect means to convey their feelings. Emily, I encourage you to go about the city and perform the pose before any that you might find flattering in the ocean of love. Go on and ignite the passion in their hearts. Leave it to me. Would you mind lending a hand, Kari? As an adventurer, I'm sure you've touched the hearts of many. No, doubtless a few more qualified to guide others in pursuit and realization of their passions. I'll come along, but I don't know much about this kind of thing. Wonderful. Now, before we set forth, I would ask you to remain on stage for a while we can judge your pose. Consider the import of our mission. I'm afraid we cannot leave until it is flawless. Why was that so tiring? Jeez. I am equal parts impressed and envious that you managed to perfect this just in such a short time. It took me just ages just to get the hands right. Ideally, I would like you both to get started immediately, yet I wish we had another emissary. How splendorous then how splendorous it is that I am here to offer my services. Was that? How long has it been, my friend? Too long, surely. You have my personal gratitude for assisting Astrid with her celebrations. Yes, well, I am pleased to your offer. Shouldn't you be enjoying the festivals with your beloved? My adorable Astrid, though I may be relinquished the burden of leadership, I have not abandoned my duty as a herald of love. You said yourself that you lack for capable help, and I am here, yes, as a daughter of House... I already forgot the pronunciation again.
Valentione.
Valentione. As a daughter of House Valentione, I just can't stand by as the flames of Ador dwindle. Let her help, Astrid. It might be just what we need before her rendezvous with Horse France. I'm not gonna try to figure that out. Emily, I told you that in confidence. So that is the way of it. In case your aid is most welcome. Well, with that settled, let us go forth and quicken the seeds of romance yet to sprout throughout Gridania. Pray teach me this pose of yours, Emily. Yes, madam. Oh, might I suggest we split up? Our adventurer friend can handle old Gridania while Lucy and I can cover new Gridania. Very well, then. Given the season, you'll no doubt find more than one individual who is lamunks by their feelings. Strike the pose before these lassos, and with an outpour of love, grant them the courage to tell what's in their hearts. There are a few areas in particular I'd like to visit once you're ready. Just say the word and we can begin. You've learned the emote, Love Heart. Something that Kari would never use under any other circumstance. It's all about heart. The time is ripened to inspire Gridanians to listen to their hearts. Ready, wonderful. I marked a few locations in the area where people tend to mingle. I'm confident you will find more than a few individuals need a little push. Show them your best rendition of Love Heart to give them the courage they need. Hopeless lass. Such a perfect specimen, firm but soft in the right places. Gods, I could just eat them right up. Not the produce, mind you. Him, the proprietor. Only wish I could tell him how I feel. Okay, where's this emote at? Adorable pose, but why show it to me? You wish to encourage me. That's very kind of you, but I'm afraid I find the prospect of confession daunting. I could ask him his professional opinion on which vegetables are most suitable to cut into heart shapes. I'm a completely natural question considering the appearance of Valentio Day, yes. Truth be told, I've had my eye on him for some time now, but I simply didn't know how to approach. Thank you for your unique motivation. I finally found the inspiration I need. Though it occurs to me, how did the heart become associated with Valentio Day in the first place? Well, notify that he doesn't ask me. Brass-bound wood whaler. What is it? If you have a matter to report, keep it short. I'm rather occupied at the moment. Perhaps I can invite him to a meal, but how would I ever approach the subject? Stop that. What strange matter of justifications have you accosted me with? A curse? Nay, an insult. Explain yourself this instant. Take it easy there. Oh, excuse me. I need to be brave enough to express my feelings. Are you claiming I, a proud lancer of the wood whalers, lack courage of all things? Well, you'd be right. I'm too craven to invite somebody to a simple meal. But your gesture, now that I understand its intent, has kindled my warrior spirit. I shall carry out this task as if it were my sworn duty. Thanks, adventurer. Forgive me for assuming the worst. Oh, my love, what have I done to incense you so? You pose quite the pose. This and this, that and that. I see it's a symbol of love, to bear one's heart, scars and all. My beloved stormed off earlier because I was terribly late for our rendezvous. I dared not tell her the reason, fear it would vex her further. I had been so preoccupied selecting a gift for her that I lost track of time. I must apologize to her and explain myself. Thank you for helping me to see that, my friend. Perhaps there is time yet for a Valentione Day miracle. You have taught the townsfolk to remain steadfast in the face of love and inspire them to act. Report the results of your efforts to Astronet Mikito's amphitheater. People can't seem to get enough of the love heart. You're back. Seeing my sister's yet to return. May I ask you and Emily to recount how you fared in the meantime? Well, I found the pose to be eye-catching, if nothing else. Perhaps even embarrassing so, even though I was the one who invented it. Regardless, I am proud to say folks were practically lining up to see it. What about you, Kari? This and this, that and that. I see. Well, I'm glad to hear inspired others into action. It saddens me that slightly that some do not know the origin of Valentione's symbol, the heart. Which makes me wonder, are you two aware how it became associated with Valentione? Has something to do with how Valentio, I think. Maybe? Indeed, but it only scratches the surface. Allow me to elaborate. It all began with... Was that? Heavens, your face is white as a sheet. What's wrong? Horsefence, I saw him speaking with a woman in the Caroline canopy. They were alone together, speaking intimately. You don't suppose it was... Oh, gods. You don't suppose it was a tryst, do you? Absolutely not. You know Horsefence would never be unfaithful to you. Nay, purge the very thought from your mind. I know, but when I saw him and the woman whispering to each other like they were in their own little world, my heart stopped. Before I knew it, I was running from the sight of them as fast as my legs would carry me. Love is the fruit form of bravery. Have you forgotten these words, Lisette? They are our words, passed down by our ancestor, Countess Arnabelle de Valentione. She summoned the courage to pursue love through all manners of hardship. And she was not merely a countess, but a warrior true, nay, symbolizing what she fought more than her crimson shield, formed in the shape of a heart, the symbol of courage. Remember that. Thank you, Astrid. You're right. Count Artabel would be mortified to see her protege acting with such cowardice. I must honor her legacy. I am ready. Horsefence, if he intends to elope with another woman and live to tell the tale, he has another thing coming. I am clueless to the nature of Sven's connection with this mysterious woman, but I dare Lisette needs friends by her side. May I prevail upon you both to join her? But of course, leave it to us. Agreed. You have my gratitude. I place her in your capable hands. Better hurry, she said. Also, friends and this unknown woman were in the Caroline canopy. I'm sure that's where she's heading. Say, Hornfinch, is that Lisette? But our meeting was not till later. There you are. The situation looks rather tense. Who is that woman? God, she's lost control of her tongue. What should we do? Make your ancestors proud. Horse friends, pastorite. What reason do you have to init yourself with this comely young maiden, knowing full well that another has entrusted her future to you? Well, have you naught to say for yourself? It seems that nerves have caused Lisette to fall back in the mannerisms of her noble upbringing. Oh dear, I'm terribly sorry. This is all a misunderstanding. I came to Horsefence for counsel, as I admired the devoted relationship he has with you, hoping he could offer me some advice in nurturing a similar bond with one I adore. Lisette, my love, my first thought was that you could not bear to wait for another moment for our meeting, but I can see you could not bear the thought of me with another. 'Tis the Fury herself that stands before me, a goddess in both spirit and flesh, full of passion and devotion. Oh, what a fortunate man am I. That expression on her face just kind of says it all. I regret that my actions may have cost you even a moment of suffering. Please set your heart at ease, my darling. I have eyes for none but you, now and forever. I only chose a private location so this young lady can seek counsel away from eavesdroppers. Oh, that's it, gods. I've made a complete fool out of myself. Forgive me, both of you. That a lady of House Valentio should comport herself in such a way, I am completely ashamed. If I may, my lady, I understand why you would be upset. I admired your bravery for confronting us, but I had the courage to give voice to my own feelings. I may no longer be the head emissary of love, but I am well equipped to speak on matters of the heart. Love is the fruit born of bravery, my dear. Though it is terrifying to bare your heart to another, it is terrifying still to live without knowing what might have been. You must confess. I promise the risk is worth the reward. I suppose I would regret it for the rest of my life if I never found love because I was too afraid to fight it. You're right, my lady. I will do my best. Once again, forgive me for... What's wrong? The sight of your angelic pose struck me to my core. My heart is likely to burst from my chest. I think that means he'll live. Anyway, the two of us will return in a prize as rid of what happened here. I trust you won't mind if we inform her that you and our friends will be partaking in the festivals earlier than scheduled. Well, 'twas our plan from the beginning, and it would do much to soothe over this little misunderstanding. Please extend my apologies to Astrid for any worry I might have caused. Let us return to Keto Amphitheater and give Astrid the good news. Be still, my heart. Oh, for the love of, would you please get up? I'll let you do the honors. It was your word that brought Lisi back to her senses, after all. Oh, I am so relieved. It was just an unfortunate misunderstanding. I must thank you for being there for my sister. It truly means the world. You deserve my thanks as well, Emily. Don't mention it. Happy that we are able to help. Though we had our ups and downs, I believe we've accomplished our goal, showing how important it is to express their feelings to those that hold dear. All this say, this Valentio Day has been a success. Which reminds me, although I explained the heart's origin was interspersed with dramatics, I take it you were pieced together its meaning. Yes, indeed. A noble woman and a proud knight. Countess Arnabel's legacy lives on not only in the tradition of Valentino Day, but in its symbol, her beloved heart-shaped shield. In commemoration of her brave pursuit of love in the face of insurmountable odds, the heart came to symbolize her and eventually the very concept of love itself, capturing the imagination of men and women across the world. Today, while many recognize the symbol, few know of its history. With Emily's love heart, I believe people will become curious to know the story of our tradition, and for that I am overjoyed. Countess Annabelle's tale will undoubtedly give May the courage to pursue love just as your sister. May we learn from the Countess's example. I pray you and yours have a Valentio Day overflowing with affection, my friend. Heartfelt gesture. Astrid has dedicated herself to make sure Valentio Day is a smashing success. It's only right that I do the same. As ever, I'll support her as best I can. I hope you'll continue to lend us a hand when the need arises. Countess Arnabel was not only a dignified lady, but a noble knight with the resolve and grace to see her passions realized. Tell me, you know how she developed such fortitude? Well, I've heard that the Countess would train at dawn and dusk every day, ensuring the wooden training buckler for its hefty heart-shaped shield. Such effort would undoubtedly strengthen both mind and body. Pardon me? You believe I shouldn't put stock in such tales? It sounds perfectly reasonable to me. Hello everyone, this is Dragon Ikari. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe to be notified of future videos. If you have any suggestions on what you would like to see from me, feel free to comment below. Also check out the links in the description of the video to find me on various other platforms. Thank you for joining me today, and we'll see you next time.